I don't want to trade for Maxx Crosby.
Why? Do you think the asking price is too much, or you just don't want to vet pass rusher? There's other things you'd like to. Reasoning why? Or you just think maybe Maxx Crosby's star is fading?
I think a little bit of everything you just said.
Okay.
The price is really high. I think he's still a good football player. Had 10 sacks this past year. I don't know if it starts fading. I mean, he had a bad year in 24 because he was hurt, not because he's not productive.
Well, he was also yelling at the team about, hey, I'm ready to play, but they were tanking. So,
yeah.
Has that happened too? Like, who knows if he would have added to his sack total. I like him.
He only missed 2 games.
The last 2, right?
Yep, he had 10 sacks.
The thing always comes down for me when we're talking about these types of players. I would tell you if I didn't like a player. If I thought,
I like him.
This guy's hitting the wall, whatever. I like Maxx Crosby a lot. It all comes down to the asking price, right? Everybody was saying, I'd trade a first-round pick for him. And again, that's why I'm glad people aren't the GM, because I don't think people understand how valuable picks are. Like, we've seen it. I mean, David Montgomery just went for a 5th-round pick, and granted, it's a running back, so I know it's not what, but go look at the touchdowns he's had and what he's done for that Lions team. I mean, Sonic and Knuckles, right? That's what they were talking about with those two guys. You've got your speed and your power, and now that part of it's gone. They'll find somebody to replace him. I'm sure they'll be just fine. But, like, again, when it comes down to it, some of the trades that go down, you're like, that guy went for a 5th? Yeah. Remember when Randy Moss was traded at the end of his career?
It was a 5th, wasn't it?
And then he just broke the touchdown record the next year because everybody thought he was done with the Raiders.
Yeah, because you had Tuiasosopo throwing to you.
Yes.
You know who it was? Tuiasosopo?
There was a handful of those guys. There was another. It wasn't just Tuiasosopo. There was another turd there. It was. I brought up Bubby Brister before. It was a player like that, like an old vet that.
Bubby Brister was an upgrade to the guys he had thrown to him. Bubby Brister, at least, didn't Bubby Brister win some games in?
Kerry Collins was the guy who was throwing to him as well. Yeah. So at the end of his career,
I was about to say that it wasn't the New York Giants Kerry Collins.
That was the drinking Kerry Collins. With all due respect,
that was kind of always Kerry Collins.
When
Kerry Collins was in Carolina with the Panthers,
they would talk about how much
with
that
the
guy
Panthers
could drink. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I knew some police that
ran into him.
Had to tell him to get a cab home.
Yeah.
410-583-1057 is the number. What would you give up for Maxx Crosby?
I mean, I think a mid-round pick, like a third, maybe. I think it's probably going to have to be multiple picks. Maybe it's a player and a pick.
So you're like me. I don't think they would give him to us for what I would give them.
Yeah, if they're asking for a first, like if they're asking for a second and that's all they're asking for, I think you have to look at yourself and say, are we a Maxx Crosby away from winning this whole thing?
And I don't think they're giving him up for a second. I think he's at 29 years old, coming off a 10-sack season. He won't be 29 until August. Coming off a 10-sack season. See, I think you said they were tanking, and that's the reason why they didn't play him. I think that's part of it. But I also think they want to make him healthy, make sure he's healthy for the trade.
Maybe, but again, like at the end of the year, that cat was he was on a trampoline and playing basketball saying, you guys are telling me my knee's not okay to play football. Here I am doing one of the things you wouldn't expect the guy to be able to do is jump up and down on a damn trampoline with it if he's in pain. And he was out there recording himself saying, look, the Raiders are lying to everyone. They should have been fined for that. Mm-hmm. They should lose draft picks for that. I'm sorry. Like teams are going to tank and they're going to try to do things, but if a player's healthy and he wants to play, you play him. Yeah. It's like, I laugh my ass off when people are trying to convince me. It's like, oh, Jaren Jackson Jr. got traded to Utah. And then they said, once they did their physical on him, oh, yeah, he got to have surgery. Then why'd you trade for him? If he had to, you know what I mean? Like, they did this on purpose. They wanted
Who got hurt on the flight there?
That was Jaren Jackson
Jr.
Jackson? Yeah. He could have played the rest of the season. They said he was going to need surgery either way. So what's the difference if he has that surgery in the offseason or if he has it now? Because either way, he's ready for next year.
Right. Tanking, man. You know how it works. But that's the thing that gets me. I get tired of the NBA getting called out all the time for tanking. Why do we only call them out for tanking? Because everybody else does it.
It's so obvious when they're doing it.
It's obvious when the NFL does. You just said you had a superstar pass rusher on a trampoline.
But I think it's more games. Like it's every night. You're watching, you're going, okay, why isn't he playing?
I got you.
Well, why are you benching that guy in the fourth quarter?
Everybody does it. Baseball does it. They all do it. They all tank. And to say we're going to stop them from tanking, how? You're never going to stop anybody from tanking.
So the reason I think it might keep man, I don't know. Like this. So Micah Parsons went for 2 future first-round picks and a top defensive star. Parsons younger, but how much younger than Maxx Crosby? You know, like, again,
And that's why I said I don't want Maxx Crosby, because I don't think he's going to be let go for what I'm willing to let go of.
Yeah. Crosby's under contract through 2029 with a base salary of $30 million.
Let me just say this. I'm not giving you a first-round draft pick for Maxx Crosby.
I'm not either.
I'm not. That's why I don't want him. That's
not
why
where you're picking right now.
Exactly. That's why I don't want him. It's not his ability. It's the asking price. I don't think anybody, including Micah Parsons, is worth first-round draft picks. I don't.
So
how much better are the Cowboys going to be for those draft picks?
I mean, a lot better.
You think those draft picks make the difference?
Well, again, like, you're trading a premier pass rusher. Those are hard to find.
How much better are the Packers because they got Micah Parsons and got away from let those draft picks go? How much better were they? He did his job, but how much better were they?
Yeah, I mean, he also got hurt too.
Exactly. So too many things can happen, and now I'm out of draft picks.
So let me give you hypothetical trades here. Bears trade DJ Moore, 2026 first-round pick, 2027 third-round pick, get Crosby.
Ain't no help.
I ain't giving that up.
Ain't no way.
Raiders get George Pickens, first-round pick, number 20 overall for Maxx Crosby and a second-round pick. I don't see that. How about this? The Bucks, Chris Godwin Jr., first-round pick and a second-round pick. I couldn't see it. And again, they're looking at the Chargers if they make a move. Second-round pick, sixth-round pick, fifth-round pick to get Crosby. See, that's where I think I'd look at that, and I would consider that. I'm just not giving up a first for him at this point. 5 years, potential 5 years of cheap talent. You're drafting 14th, which means you're going to find somebody valuable. When's the last time you've missed in the teens, right? Think about some of the guys they've got in that same area with Kyle Hamilton. You want to go Haloti Ngata. Yeah. I mean, just they found some gems. So I'm not giving up this year's first-round pick. Now, the one caveat here, they want a future first-rounder, and I think he sets me up and I add this and that. All of a sudden, I may be going, okay, I'm listening to you. But
well, that's the team that might take a future first rounder because they have the number 1 overall pick. So they might consider that. They might take so would you give them a 3 this year and a 1 next year?
I don't know.
It's a lot of picks, man. That's a lot of picks.
And for people that are going to go, oh my God, why are you, like, again, look at what this team does and how they draft. Like, they've had success. They're not usually out paying guys in free agency and bringing in big-time free agents. Who's the biggest free agent they've ever brought in? And don't give me the trades that happened either. I mean, D-Hop's one of the biggest names. And by the way, you know, he's going to be a casualty.
Steve McNair.
At the end of his career. But you weren't paying a guy.
Earl Thomas was a free agent, right?
6 years, $120 million, yeah. Earl Thomas.
He didn't pan out.
No, his brother just caused so many problems. 2 guys sleeping in the same bed or whatever. Anyway, hear all those weird stories. But no, again, like
sleeping in my bed. Yeah. My brother.
Maxx Crosby, I think the guy's a difference maker. And again, I'm glad I don't have to make this decision, but I think I would be like the Ravens and I would covet draft picks.